Hi everyone, my name is Duncan from Flightscope, and we're here at Glen Eagles Country Club in Plano, Texas with Stephen Amick.
Hey guys, I'm the Director of Instruction here at Glen Eagles Country Club, and I'm also a PGA Master Instructor. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about club path. Club path is the direction of the geometric center of the club relative to the target line, measured at impact. Club path is influenced by angle of attack, horizontal swing plane, and vertical swing plane. Let's go work on it, Duncan.
Let's go hit a couple. Stephen, I'd like us to talk about club path and how the club path influences the flight of the golf ball. So I'm a type of player that always tries to keep my path moving further left, because as soon as I go out right, I start hitting big hooks and they go long and left, and not a place I'm trying to be. So club path is one of the key elements that I use, especially using the Flightscope Mevo Plus with a Pro package that allows the D-plane data to be shown on the software.
Right.
I like to look at the club path traveling a little bit left, not necessarily 5 degrees, but anything 2 degrees or less, and hit a real straight ball flight. If anything, fall down a little bit right. Let's see if we can hit one of those.
Okay. Your path there is too good, 0.0. It did fade though because the club face was slightly open, so you did get the shot shape you wanted. Anytime you hit a fade, obviously you want the ball to start somewhat left of the target.
I remember in college golf, I was fortunate enough to have a pretty cool mentor, Mark Immelman, that's a broadcaster and analyst on tour. And he always used to tell us, you get a good fade or a good draw, or you get a bad fade or a bad draw. You always want to start a draw on the right, and it should never cross the target on the left, or a fade, you want to start the ball left, and you don't want it to cross the target on the right.
Absolutely.
So having control on what the path and the face does throughout the impact zone. But I think a topic that is not necessarily understood by the public is how the horizontal swing plane gets affected changing clubs. So the difference from a 7-iron to a driver. Now I know that if I'm hitting a 7-iron with the angle of attack of about 4 down, and I want to have my club path going left, that I know with my horizontal swing plane, it's going to be much further left, maybe 4 degrees.
Right.
But if I'm hitting my driver and I want to optimize my driver numbers, then I want my horizontal swing plane moving further right, so that by the time I hit the ball on the arc, the club is already traveling upwards, and I can really optimize, where I hit the ball and get that spin down, hit up on the golf ball. So what do you think is ways that we can try and improve how we deliver the golf club from a 7-iron to a driver? So let's look at an example on another fade shot with an iron.
Okay. That was perfect. Path was 0.5 left, face was really good, ball just fell a little bit to the right, and you carried that 7-iron 183. That's pretty strong right there. I think for a lot of people, the main thing is getting the concept right, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand the concept, and the hula hoop works so well in showing the swing path, the club path, I should say, as it relates to the horizontal swing plane. So obviously the horizontal swing plane is the plane of the swing, left or right on the horizon, and the path would be where you strike the ball on this plane. So I could have the same horizontal swing plane and the swing feel the same, but if I struck the ball earlier on the arc, my angle of attack would be down and the path would tend to go to the right of the target. If I strike the ball later on the arc, I'd be hitting up on the ball a little bit, let's say for a driver, and it would tend to send my path to the left. But you like to play a draw with your driver.
Correct.
So for you, there's nothing wrong with hitting up on it. That's how you hit bombs. But you've got to send this thing out to the right to allow for the club to hit up on the ball, yet still have a path that's out to the right. So for you, it's probably beneficial to stand pretty closed with the driver, but you also like to hit little baby fades with your irons. So with an iron, you're hitting down on the ball, which has a tendency of sending the path to the right.
Right.
So for you, you're gonna have to stand a little bit to the left with your irons. So someone standing behind you would think, oh my gosh, you're aimed way right with your driver and you're aimed left with your irons. How can you hit the ball any good? Well, it's because you understand the swing path and the horizontal swing plane and how they relate to each other. So a lot of times just understanding the dynamics of what's occurring that's revealed to you by the Flightscope Mevo Plus is really helpful in understanding your game and getting a lot more consistency and control of what's happening at impact.
Let's look at a couple examples with my driver, because let's see if I can hit a couple bombs.
Okay.
Hit some of those draws we're talking about.
Yeah. Close your stance to the right a little bit.
Okay.
So you can hit up on it.
I'm going to try and tee this one nice and high.
Okay.
And we use one with a metallic dot so we can get some good spin numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So I've got 9 degrees in this driver. I'm just going to close my stance a little bit.
There you go.
Play it up, pretty much on the left, on my big toe on my left foot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really going to try and still create a lot of force, but I'm going to change my horizontal swing plane further right so that by the time I make contact with the golf ball, the club has already bottomed out and is moving upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what that's going to do is it's going to lower the spin. It's going to make that ball fly as far as it can. So let's see what we got.
Well, you got the path you wanted. That got sent to the right.
Yeah, not my best swing, but let's try it again.
A little low on the face, but still carried 277. Not bad. Good ball speed.
Not bad for a little cold swing. Let's go again.
There you go. Hung a little out to the right because you didn't quite let it release, but path is 4 to the right where you want it. Angle of attack was quite good. Up 2.3.
Okay.
And smash was 147, so you hit it pretty solidly. Just didn't quite release it.
Let's try one more.
I like altering the stance and not making as big a drastic a change in the swing path as far as how it feels to you. Let the stance aim to the right do most of the work for you. Oh, that's perfect there. That's drawn back. Path is 6 to the right. You're gonna hit that slinger in there. Really
I'll take
good.
that.
Heck yeah. Great swing right there. Hit up on it 4 degrees too.
Awesome, that's what I want to see.
That's how you hit bombs. Nice work, man. Way
Thanks,
to go.
man.